We need to be able to act when a person is asking for help. So waiting lists are unacceptable.
It's not yet the end of January, and Quebec has already recorded 4 femicides in 2026. And this location in Hochelaga-Maisonneuve marks the first possible femicide of the year. On New Year's Day, a 31-year-old woman was allegedly pushed from a third-floor balcony by a former partner. She later died in hospital of her injuries. Since then, 3 more women across the province have lost their lives, bringing the total to 4 femicides before the end of January, a pace of roughly 1 per week.
We need to stop finding excuses, and we need to start being a responsible society that keeps abusers accountable and that protects their victims.
Following the possible femicide on January 1st, 3 others have been recorded across the province. Just 4 days later, on January 5th, a 54-year-old woman was allegedly killed by her partner in the northern Quebec community of Puvanatug. Police say there was a known history of domestic violence, and the man later died in what's believed to have been a murder-suicide. On January 13th, in Quebec City, the death of 44-year-old Susanna Rocha Cruz was confirmed as a homicide after her body was recovered from the St. Lawrence River nearly a week after she was reported missing. A 43-year-old man from Laval was charged Tuesday with second-degree murder. And most recently, on January 18th, a 40-year-old woman died in hospital after being seriously injured during an argument at a residence in Rougemont in the Montérégie.
In 2 of the 4 femicides, it's been said that the woman was thinking or planning to leave her relationship, and that is the most dangerous time for a woman.
Women's Shelters Canada also says the number of femicides across the country has increased from roughly 1 every 6 days pre-pandemic to 1 every 5 days today. Across Quebec, the Sûreté du Québec reports a record 12,822 domestic violence cases opened in 2024, up from roughly 4,000 a decade ago. At SOS Violence Conjugale, calls for help have also surged, rising from 25,000 requests in 2016 to 60,000 last year. In a statement to City News, Caroline Proulx, the minister responsible for women, said, "We are fully aware that the needs are critical and that demand is growing rapidly. This is precisely why we are acting quickly. We are investing in the creation of new shelter resources. 13 shelters are already open and 19 others are in various stages of development. Since 2017, we have also increased funding for organizations by nearly 97.6%, representing an additional investment of almost $156 million.
We definitely lack shelter spaces. Right now, if we look at our statistics from last year, it's less than 50% of the time that we were able to find availability in shelters for victims who wanted to leave a violent partner.
Advocates argue these 4 tragedies could have been prevented and that stronger protections may have stopped the violence from escalating to femicide.
There are survivors who do really want more legislation and legal remedies in place that they can point to say, like, this is an issue.
What we need right now to fight intimate partner violence and femicides is a continued social engagement, political engagement to protect victims before separation, but also after, because there's a lot at stake and danger can continue for a long time.
In Montreal, Lola Kalder, City News.